The battle with the purifying lotus flame had reached its climax. MieSheng summoned a formation with the intent to seal it and force out its true form. However, in reality, everything went completely differently, which forced Chen to intervene, and even the Ancestor of the Pill Tower unexpectedly appeared. Why did he decide to interfere? Let's take a look. So, Xiao Yan was fighting a 3-star Do Zun flame slave, which was even 1 star stronger than in the original. In the end, he managed to subdue it and take control over it, which greatly surprised the purifying lotus flame itself. The teamwork of the 7 4-star saints bore fruit. They managed to suppress the flame, and MieSheng, the Hall of Souls leader, summoned the sealing formation, which helped to finally neutralize it. But that was only what they thought. In reality, the purifying lotus flame was still playing with them like children. Be that as it may, MieSheng attempted to seize the purifying lotus flame for himself, but Yan was faster. In the end, the sealed flame ended up in Xiao Yan's hands. At that moment, Hanfeng joined in, possessing a strange power to devour everything. As we know, this is the main ability of the Nihility devouring flame. However, this was not the true flame, but only flame seeds, its offspring. We mentioned this in a separate video. An unusual devouring force burst from his palm, and Xiao Yan discovered that his heavenly flame was being absorbed into Hanfeng's body. Moreover, once it entered his body, Xiao Yan lost connection with it. This guy is not simple. The devouring slightly shocked Xiao Yan, so he quickly withdrew his hand. Numerous powerful Do Qi techniques were launched at Hanfeng. Although the latter possessed the strength of a peak 2-star saint, Xiao Yan treated him even more seriously than the 3-star deputy hallmaster of the Hall of Souls. Xiao Yan activated several of his strongest techniques at once, including the divine seal technique of the Gu clan, fusion of 4 seals. However, Hanfeng showed not the slightest fear of Xiao Yan's attacks. Not only did he not retreat, but he released his Do Qi to the limit, also unleashing many high-level skills. The techniques of both sides collided, creating a dangerous storm of energy in the sky. MieSheng frowned, as Xiao Yan was able to fight Hanfeng, the young heir of the Han clan, on equal footing. Xiao Yan's eyes turned cold when he encountered the devouring power. He began to understand Hanfeng's strength. Something hidden within his body allowed him to devour countless things. Even his heavenly flame would be consumed if he showed carelessness. How could Xiao Yan defeat someone who seemed capable of devouring everything? A thought came to Xiao Yan. A powerful spiritual strength burst from his forehead, and beside him appeared a spiritual avatar. Yes, Xiao Yan's advantage lay in his perfect heavenly state. How could something spiritual be devoured? The strength of this avatar was no weaker than Xiao Yan himself. Only the Hall of Souls leader at his peak could handle Xiao Yan's perfect heavenly state soul. The two attacked together. Spiral Flame Burst Technique and Divine Fury of the Yellow Springs. Hanfeng tensed in the face of such an attack. A black light burst from his mouth and instantly transformed into a black mirror. Whatever touched its surface, be it heavenly flame or any other energy, was instantly devoured. The attacks of both sides collided. But unexpectedly, Hanfeng trembled and soon let out a muffled groan. He did not expect that the combined attack of 2 Xiao Yans would be so powerful. Under such a fierce assault, the Black Mirror's devouring potential could not be fully unleashed. In the end, Xiao Yan finished him with a spiritual wave. Xiao Yan laughed loudly as his opponent retreated. He decisively grabbed the heavenly flame. Purifying lotus flame, you belong to me. Upon touching it, he felt a faint heartbeat within. It seemed as if a living being was sealed inside. But it was not so simple. As we said at the beginning, it was a trap. Meanwhile, the Hall of Souls leader was already rushing toward Xiao Yan, intending to seize the flame. He clearly planned to kill him with a single strike. But Xiao Yan did not panic. He leapt back as destructive energy gathered beneath his sleeve. In the process, even his sleeves turned to dust from the energy fluctuations. Above his palm hovered a 5-colored flame lotus of destruction. A destruction lotus created from 5 different types of destructive heavenly flames. Xiao Yan did not intend to underestimate such a powerful opponent as MieSheng. He chose to use his strongest attack as the opening strike. He threw the flaming lotus. Explosion. An energy storm raged in the sky. Would the Hall of Souls leader survive? Hanfeng watched the fiery storm with a serious expression. Even at full strength, he would not have been able to withstand such an attack. The deputy hall master became worried. Will the leader endure it? The power from the fusion of so many heavenly flames is strong, but Xiao Yan's true strength is still too low. It won't be easy to kill the hall master, Hanfeng replied. And indeed, after the explosion, a pale-faced figure emerged from the smoke, the Hall of Souls leader. He had survived the flame lotus of destruction, but a stream of blood flowed from his mouth, meaning he was seriously injured. Yan flew to Xiao Yan right before the explosion and carried him away. He was somewhat pale. You're too reckless. If I had been even a moment slower, you would have died from your own flame lotus. Yan angrily scolded him. He actually survived. Xiao Yan shook his head in disappointment. At this moment, the Hall of Souls leader finally revealed his true strength. Looking at Yan and Gu Nanhai, he formed a hand seal. After completing it, his aura surged dramatically. Within seconds, he broke through the barrier of a 4-star saint and reached the initial level of a 5-star saint. A 5-star saint? The expressions of Xiao Yan's group immediately changed when they sensed his aura. So he had been hiding his strength all along? Some clan elders and Gu Nanhai cursed. You dared to come here after advancing to a 5-star saint? It seems you treat the agreement between the ancient clans as empty words. We remember that no one above a 4-star saint is allowed to compete for the purifying lotus flame. If he were only a 4-star saint, he would not be so terrifying when cooperating with Yan. But a 5-star saint left them with no chance of victory. He stared at Xiao Yan. Return the demonic flame essence. Dream on. Yan looked at him coldly. She stepped forward, and golden light poured out of her, transforming into a golden dragon that rushed toward the Hall of Souls leader. However, MieSheng pressed a finger into space, and when the dragon came within 100 meters of him, it shattered into pieces. Yan let out a soft groan and retreated after the dragon was destroyed. The expressions of the experts changed when Yan was injured by a single strike. The gap between a 5-star saint and a 4-star saint was enormous. Otherwise, he would not have dealt with her so easily. Gu Nanhai and Yan were already exhausted from their previous battle with the flame. Even together, they could not defeat the Hall of Souls leader. He was too strong. Even the flame lotus of destruction had not inflicted serious damage, yet Xiao Yan could not hand over the demonic flame essence. MieSheng simply took a step and slid through space. Appearing before Xiao Yan, he struck toward his head. The Hall of Souls leader attacked with full force. An ordinary person would see space itself distort along the trajectory of his fist. But let's not forget Chen. How can you kill my descendant so easily? A hand suddenly appeared above Xiao Yan's head just as the Hall of Souls leader was about to smash it. A simple wave of the palm deflected his punch. His expression darkened instantly as he looked behind Xiao Yan. There stood the Ancestor, Chen himself. Xiao Yan let out a sigh of relief when Chen finally intervened. He had chosen to appear only when Xiao Yan faced a truly critical situation. Chen stared at the Hall of Souls leader and asked, "He is a member of the Hun clan, right?" Xiao Yan slightly nodded. "Then I'll just kill him." Chen held true hatred toward the Hun clan, which was responsible for the destruction of the Xiao clan. Remember how fiercely he fought against Xiao Yan's group. Now imagine what awaited the Hall of Souls leader. He pushed off space and charged forward. With each step, his aura exploded and grew stronger. 4-star advanced level. Peak level. 5-star initial level. Xiao Yan and the others watched in shock as Chen's aura broke past the 4-star level and reached that of a 5-star saint. He was even stronger than the Hall of Souls leader. Who exactly are you? Sensing Chen's aura, MieSheng grew tense. He sternly ordered Hanfeng and the deputy to hide behind him. Chen had already taken out his blood axe. With a single strike, he sent out a bloody slash that split the Hall Master's attack into two. The beam of light was cleanly divided into two halves by the swing of the blood axe, and the Hall of Souls leader spat out a mouthful of blood. His face turned pale as he retreated. Xiao Chen's attack was incredibly fierce, as if it could split the world itself. The domineering aura of the blood axe made hearts tremble. The axe easily cut through his attack, but Xiao Chen did not hold back. Without a word, he swung the axe 3 more times in succession, causing space to whistle. Everyone saw that MieSheng was covered in blood. He stood trembling in the air. A terrifying wound ran from his shoulder to his abdomen, through which one could even see his internal organs. Xiao Chen looked at him indifferently, though a trace of surprise flashed in his eyes. Apparently, he had not expected him to survive. In his era, countless experts had died from that strike. Old Emo, it's time to step in and stop watching the show, isn't it? The Hall of Souls leader shouted sternly. Xiao Yan and the others changed expressions. The Han clan had hidden another expert? Sigh, MieSheng, you truly disappoint. A sigh suddenly echoed through space. An old man in a gray robe, who had been among the group of arrivals and appeared only at the level of a half-saint Sheng, shook his head. He stepped forward and completely stopped hiding his strength. He had disguised himself as a Sheng, but when MieSheng was defeated by Xiao Chen, he had no choice but to reveal himself. Han Mo, you're here too? So the Han clan truly intends to break the agreement. This Han Mo possessed the strength of a peak 5-star saint, nearly 6-star. This was already a threat. We will look at the continuation in the next video. So subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye everyone.